known TIs from the UK, and keep on exposing the evil cult linked to your local council establishment, local authority, medical, neuroscience, biological, health and mental health administrators and the researchers, the bygones of the evil cult made up of men and women, boys and girls who were raised up to criminal practice voodoo, be witches, be wannabe wizards, sorcerers and satanic cult members, where when eventually they get arrested, anyone who works for the government and local authority will be struck off and you'll be thrown in prison, or depending what you have been caught in conspiring in. And if you appeal, yeah, they should give you a double sentence. If you think you don't deserve to be struck off for gang stalking people and allowing covert operators to abuse families, and they've abused my mother over 18 years. Yeah, and so I was sitting in my mother's house when she come back this afternoon, and my mother said she's getting a headache as soon as she kind of walked in, and said once she's eating, she's going to sleep. So I respected that. But the Covert team still doing psychological psyops, still allowing their Covert team to sound record us and play it back to Coventry Council sector abusers, back to Coventry police officers, CID, private detectives, back to social workers, NHS, mental health abusers. So they're the people that I all want struck off. Whoever the Covert team are, spying on my mother, whoever the community witches are, the community wizards, sorcerers who are involved in community and workplace gang stalking, and whoever's making all the videos put it into a profile thinking they can detain pensioners. My mother, and it ain't going to happen, will detain me, and it ain't going to happen, and try and blame me for what my mother's going through. No way. They've had 18 years to do it, and anything they've watched in my mother's home or my home, any arguments they have caused, because we're not supposed to be there. We're not supposed to be there sound recording people. We're not supposed to be there taking photographs of people. We're not supposed to be there making videos of people and their families, especially in their own homes. So whatever No More Secret website they are putting us on, everyone in Coventry, everyone in all over the West Midlands, you've been manipulated by broken police officers, abusing police officers who are part of a satanic cult. You want to do satanic ritual abuse on families they have targeted for over a decade. Now, this is what lecture hypersensitivity symptoms. What I said to my mother this afternoon, and they sound recorded it all, and realise because they're satanic ritual abusers, they'll delete everything that will incriminate them. And I also mentioned neuroplasticity, which is the symptoms are here. But they do the dark side of it all. They put alters in, they fracture the brain, and try and break the target, try and control the target, how they try and control my mother. And put voices, false speech into that target, like within my mother, who would try and blame me for her headache. So whoever's sound recording it all, whoever's videoing it all, whoever thinks they can do a documentary and show it to the police station, show it at the weddings, at the parties, at the funerals, at the sessions, every single police officer in Coventry is going to get investigated. Every idiot undercover who worked at SCS is going to prison for it. So that's that. And then another scenario. When I was waiting for my mother, I went to the local Tesco's. Some idiot passed me on Clement Street, heading towards retired police officer's house, Roger Essex, and had loads of money in his hand. Didn't bother me. He was walking down the street, some kind of foreign Eastern European, had a big wad of money in his hand. So whoever video makers are from Coventry Police Station, go and investigate where he got his money from. And then another scenario, when I left my mother's house, because she's getting a headache, she wanted me out of the house, which says that's all caused by social engineering, by all the electricity and all the internet and all the equipment they've got, apparatus, audiology equipment, sound recording equipment, sound amplifying equipment, everything they've got around my mother That's what they've caused to her. Electro hypersensitivity and all the mind control they've done inside her head, all the neuroscience skullduggery. Yeah, they've put loads of alters and loads of fractures in. So she could show, because she won't blame, doesn't understand covert skullduggery. Yeah, the fractures, alters they've put into her, she tries and blames other people and takes out on other people, including me or anyone that talks to her. She'll get a bit snappy. And that's what they've done to her. And all the social workers who conspiring with covert operators, they're going to imprison you, including all your managers, including little Zena, the Caucasian girl, Ralph Benitez, Paul McKenna look-alike, Dr. Holmes, Dr. Pretorius. You're all going to prison for it. And all the Coventry, all the West Midlands witches who are looking in as internet members and think they can be witness makers, statement makers, or make phone calls to social workers about us. Yeah, you'd be thrown into the cauldron. You horrible little witches, little bitches, snitches, conspiring for a big paycheck and protecting your family members who are in the police force or who work in the government, NHS, mental health, healthcare. You dirty, conniving, conspiring witches and sorcerers. All part of a satanic ritual cult that does the targeting program that goes around spying on neighbours, spying on the community, picking off targets because the social services, healthcare, NHS listed them with the police force, all corrupted, all racketeering and trying to finance their bank accounts and boost their careers, make career progression and get up the career ladder at the expense of listed targets. And in Coventry, they listed me, my mother and my brother, and they want UK government to throw their book at Coventry Council establishments, Coventry Council Police Force, Coventry Council NHS University Hospital, and all the social workers, sector workers and healthcare abusers. And you can see, the combo can't make me angry no more, because I've raised my vibrations and see straight through it all. Every scenario, every equipment that goes off. Yeah, I'll just keep my cool, keep my patience, and wait for the downfall of these broken police officers. And the more technology they use, yeah, it's going to be used against them in the court of law. So, as you can see, they've got off. That was when I was in the bus. Yeah, another scenario, when I left my mother's, the 7A bus crossed the road from the main Bald Hill post office. On the same side as the Bald Hill post office, one of the Eastern European girls used to work in the post office, used to work in the shop, seen around town a few times. I think she's linked to it all. She's come running down towards the post office and went into the post office. I finished off my roll-up, put it in my drain, crossed the road, and some man from Bald Hill has been there for decades and generations, older than me. He's got mental learning difficulties. He's kicking a few things into the middle of the road. I had to go past him. He's always in shorts. And then a woman with a blue tissue, coughing everywhere. So the 7A bus come. I was about to get on, and seeing she was getting on, so I jumped up. So I let her I told her she can go ahead, and I was going to wait for the bus that's coming up behind us. Suddenly she changed her mind. Oh no, I'll get the next one. Yeah, and after the driver was about to close his doors, I went in front of her and got the bus that was already there, 7A. Yeah, now that was all social engineered. She was disgusting, coughing, spreading the germs all around the bus stop. So I went her identified, I went her arrested and interrogated for spreading germs, coughing everywhere. And when I got on the 7A, there's someone else on there coughing. Yeah, that's how these idiots who work for the government, staged actors, are coughing everywhere around TIs. So that's me walking up when I left my mother's to get the bus. I was on the bus stop. The bus went round the back of Gossett Street, 7A. So the investigators, police officers, they know what bus to look for. There's a bus that was at Bald Hill bus station around 3:44, 44, 44, 45, 43. And it parks up at Paul Meadow for a bit, and I jumped off and went and got my bus back home. And then here, all along on the bus home, they've got their broken covert operators, broken community gang stalkers, broken armed forces boys, and broken mercenaries, yeah, hiding all around the bus journey. Yeah, so everyone in the UK realise have a target for the healthcare, NHS, mental health, and if they want trying to imprison you, yeah, they've got the disgusting police officers undercovers hiding everywhere. And so Coventry Council is going down. It's gone downhill. And Coventry Police, loads of them are going to get struck off, especially all the ones who worked at SCS. Mark old blue eyes, you know who you are. You're a broken police officer from Little Park Street Police Station and gone undercover. Your career's destroyed. And there we are. When I jumped on my bus on the way home, that's where the old fire station, that's part of the bus station now. We've got undercovers hiding around there, at the top of the building. And all around the Coventry University Hospital and all around the town centre, but hide above the shops. That's how it's done all over the UK. Police strategies gave it all away. So everybody digest it all, so I can analyse it all. Just heard a click. They've done the same thing to me when I was at my mum's, when I was waiting for my mum's. Yeah, they're trying to affect the brain via electro hypersensitivity, neuroplasticity, and all the skullduggery, sonar, radar, thermology, infrasound, ultrasound, and that affects the brain. So the senior Covert team leader, you are going to prison. They're going to throw the key away at all your Coventry police officers, at all your sector abusers, all your social workers, all your healthcare abusers, and all your Coventry NHS University Hospital witches and wannabe sorcerers linked to neuroscience, psychiatry, psychology, sociology. So everyone in the UK, digest it all, so I can analyse it all and realise what your disgusting council's about. Everyone out.